Well, she has had a career spanning decades, a Grammy Award-winning artist and an Oscar-winning actress. She doesn't even need a last name and everyone instantly knows who she is.
Cher is an absolute icon, and our US correspondent Miley Hogan was lucky enough to sit down with her as she returns to our screens as the star of a new Uber Eats campaign. Miley, she's turning back time.
Guys, good morning. She is, and we get to glimpse some of her best looks. But as you're about to find out, turning back time doesn't quite go to plan. It is a timeless hit, and now Cher is doing it all again for Uber Eats. It's a nod to that iconic leather outfit. How did it feel to revisit that look?
It's one of my favorite looks, you know. It was, and it's obviously seemed to be other people's favorite looks, but it was great. At the time, it was a little bit daring. As a matter of fact, MTV took it off the station. I never could understand that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes people are just not ready, and people have not been ready for my fashion a lot in my life.
But that never stopped you.
No.
Did you care what people thought?
No, I just think it's silly. It was nothing, it's just clothes, you know. I was like a stick, so it wasn't like I was spilling over or anything like that. Also, we started with clothes that made people upset. We started with clothes that made grown-ups upset.
Did you know they were going to be controversial when you were putting them on?
No, we thought they were beautiful. When we came back from England and we were famous, the kids all started wearing the same kind of clothes. Take me back to the 80s.
As Cher turns back time, the dial goes back too far.
This isn't the 80s.
'Tis the 1680s.
Yeah, she's both young and old at the same time. Witch! She's a witch!
She's a witch! I'm not a witch, I'm an icon!
Cher is iconic at any age, starting her career in the 60s with her then husband Sonny.
I got you, babe.
Before leaving him and starting a solo career where she soared to new heights. Each decade has brought new iconic looks created by her longtime designer Bob Mackie. Many of them glimpsed in the commercial, but arguably none more famous than that 1989 costume aboard the battleship USS Missouri.
As a matter of fact, Bob said, please don't tell anybody I've ever designed this.
Really?
Yeah, because it was my idea. It didn't really work all that well. It was, you know, it was not great, but it worked on the song.
If you could go back in time, what outfit are you wearing again?
Turn back time and the dress I wore, we always call it the dress, to the Met Ball.
The dress, also known as the naked dress, an absolute head-turner and headline grabber back in 1974. You've always seemed so comfortable in your own skin and so confident. Where does that come from?
I'm not really that confident. I just am who I am, and I've been like this since I was like 5 years old, to my mother's chagrin.
You've also spoken about a piece of advice that she gave you. If it doesn't matter in 5 years,
it doesn't matter.
Has that shaped the way you live your life?
I believe it's true. It has been true for me. When I was 40 to 50, actually even to 60, I was forced to be reckoned with. And I still am, but it's not as important to me now to be like this force.
Cher has detailed her best moments in a memoir. Part 1 is out, with Part 2 set to be released later this year, and there's a new album on the way.
I think this is going to be one of my best albums, and it might be the last one, because I'm old, you know, for singing. You usually don't have vocal cords still at this time period, so I'm thankful that I can do it.
Well, if you get the album out and you do a tour, please come to Australia.
I will.
We would love to have you.
I will.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough, no.
At At 78, Cher is more iconic than ever, and as you've just heard, not really any signs there of slowing down, and I have to say she was a delight to interview.
Timeless, right?
Yeah, what an icon. That was great. Thank you, Miley.